Hey guys, welcome back to Wix Fix. I hope you're having a fantastic day. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Editor X's showroom and checking out some of their best websites. But before we do that, I want to mention that we are on the road to our first 5,000 subscribers. So if you are new around here or you've been around for quite some time and haven't subscribed yet, I really want to challenge you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really would help out a lot. But now let's go ahead and get back into the video. So as I said before, we are on the Editor X showroom for Editor X websites. The link to this page will be in the description below. So I think I'm just going to click through some of them and make some comments on it. So as you scroll down, you're going to see there are tons of Editor X websites that we can check out, and there are some really cool ones in here. Some of which I don't even know how they were able to accomplish what they did inside of Editor X or even just Wix in general. So let's go ahead and check out this first one. Now most of these I have never seen before. I have been on this page a few times and I've checked out a few of them already, and hopefully we come across a few of those because some of them are really cool. But let's go ahead and check out this first one right here. So it seems like it took a second to load, but I definitely like this reveal effect. This is pretty easy to accomplish, just using the grid system and scroll effects, but nevertheless, it is still really cool. I liked this effect that they did where the sushi thing moved down. Now this could be a video that doesn't loop, or it could be a couple different elements that animate in, which actually in Editor X you can't even do like the classic editor. So this is just a video that doesn't loop basically. So it's not too hard to accomplish this, but still a really cool effect nevertheless. And I definitely love their use of scroll effect inside of this website. It looks really clean and cool. Here's an obvious mistake right here, but of course I'm on a little bit of a wider screen than probably what this was developed on, so that might be the reason why, but that still should be something that's considered when building this one out. But it is really cool. Okay, I like this scroll effect. I will say it took a little while for these like sushi roll things to load in. They were pretty blurry at first. Same with this image right here, but it's still really cool. So if I were them, I would probably try to compress these images as much as possible, because obviously this is a very image heavy website. So you need to compress these images as much as possible. But I like it so far. All right, that was actually really cool. I would say the only things I would change is, again, just compressing the images as much as you can and fixing these probably on larger desktop screens. Now, if I was to resize this screen a little bit, you probably wouldn't even notice it. Now, right here, you can still see the end of the R for better. So maybe this box in particular was having issues that day or something like that. So maybe this isn't really on them, but it's still something that needs to be checked. Overall, this was a really cool website. Okay, here is another one. I think this might be the one that I found really cool. Yeah, so this one is really cool. So as you can see, there is this graphic element in the back. As I'm moving the mouse, the graphic is moving and following my mouse. This is the thing I was talking about earlier in the intro, that I have no clue how they were able to do this. Like, it still blows my mind. Like, it's so cool. And then as we scroll down, you've got some videos playing in the background. We got some nice hover effects. I'm guessing this is a repeater or a layouter. It's probably a repeater. And as we scroll down, I mean, that's basically it, you know. I mean, of course there's other pages, but as far as the home page goes, that was pretty much it. I would say, like, for the rest of the page, it seemed a little basic, but again, this top section right here is amazing. Now, I don't know many real world cases for using something like this, especially if you're not a creative production studio. To be honest, I was jealous of seeing websites with this effect, but now seeing that Wix is able to do something like it, I am very intrigued and very interested to learn how to do something like this. Okay, now let's go ahead and check out a different website. This one right here is catching my eye, so let's go ahead and pull this one up. Okay, so this is a web designer. Okay, or it's an agency, sorry. Okay, so it seems honestly kind of basic. These don't even do anything on hover. These do. Okay, this is pretty cool. I like that. Okay, so again, I would just say one of the only things is like these images aren't loading fast enough, like all the logos that they're using. So I would probably just say compress those as much as you can. But again, this one actually kind of does seem a little basic. It's still really cool, but you know, we see websites like this all the time. You know, what I'm hoping for is to see more scrolling effects or something like that. But overall, the design is pretty clean and pretty cool. But you know, Editor X is supposed to have like all these cool features, and I'm not really seeing many of them used here other than a couple hover effects. The next one I'm going to choose is this one right here. I feel like this one might be more of like a real use case, whereas the other sides were more like web design or, you know, agencies trying to look as cool as they can. Whereas this one's like an actual real world case use for when an Editor X site would look really cool. So let's go ahead and check this out. I definitely like the video background. It's really cool. But you can still do that in the classic editor. I like this section a lot. This video right here is just something that's looping, but I don't know if you guys can even see it through the YouTube, but this is going up and down very slightly. And then as we scroll down, we're getting those cool hover effects, so I like that. And again, this image loaded a little too slow. Now this might not be a problem with these websites, because I feel like I have seen this one before and some of the other websites and it loaded fine. So it might either be my connection or might just be a glitch on Editor X that they're fixing. So it might not actually be the website's fault for their images loading slow. But now we can check out this. It looks pretty good. I would say this is a really cool website, but again, most of this can technically be done in the classic editor, minus this scrolling effect. You see like all these cool effects used on these agency sites, and I'm kind of hoping to see more of that in real world cases like this. So I'm not disappointed, but like I would have loved to see more of that for sure. Okay, let's check out this one right here. Okay, this looks pretty cool. I like the scrolling text, although I think this was just custom coded, which is cool. Okay, so this has a hover effect on it where it changes. Okay, I like that. Okay, so this one seems a little basic, but like the design is really cool. It's supposed to be like more minimal and more line art, so I definitely like this one. Even the font choices really complement each other, so I really like this site. And I think that basically wraps it up for the video today, guys. Let me know down in the comments which website you liked the most. If you guys did enjoy, please consider pressing that like button and consider subscribing for more Wix content coming out really soon. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you all in the next one.